Okay, this is going to be about the third front. So I'm predicting a five-front war for World War III, which has already started. People consider World War III when the nuclear bombs start going off, but it's already started. So as of this writing, or as of this video, Putin has just left with his version of the nuclear briefcase, and he's in Saudi Arabia. It's the first time he's left Russia to go. The only other place he's ever gone is Belarus, and a brief visit to China since the Ukrainian conflict has started. So the Russians have basically, they're just doing mop-up operations. The Ukrainians have lost 500,000 troops. The Russians less than 200,000. NATO is going to have to put troops on the ground. There just really aren't any more Ukrainians left. And we cannot let Russia win in Ukraine because it has to do with the hegemony of the United States. The dollar is the world reserve currency. But let's talk about, so the first front is Russia and Ukraine. The second front is Israel against basically everybody in the Middle East. The third front is the Red Sea and the Gulf of Hormuz. And here's a picture of the USS Donald Cook. It's Arleigh Burke destroyer. It can go approximately 30 knots. It has a great deal of capability to knock down drones in unmanned aerial vehicles, which is going to be what it's primarily dealing with in this third front. Now, unarmed or unmanned aerial vehicles could be drones. They can be things that look almost like an airplane. So this is the Anksiger, and it can carry all kinds of different weapons on it, and it travels 160 miles an hour. The cost of this is only about 1/100,000th the cost of the Arleigh Burke destroyer, and they're mobile. They can be used pretty much anywhere. So this is the third front. The third front is the Red Sea and then all the way up to the Gulf of Hormuz. Well, there's so much oil that travels right through here and so much commerce that goes through the Suez Canal. Now, who are the friendlies here? The friendlies are Djibouti here. The friendlies are Saudi Arabia, is going to kind of stay out of it. The United Arab Emirates and Kuwait. The belligerents are Iran, Yemen, Somalia. You can put stuff in Sudan and Egypt to stop the trade going through the Suez Canal through the Red Sea. All of this stuff is going to break our supply chain ability. We have the largest tonnage Navy in the world. It's the best Navy by far. However, when you have drones that can move as fast as the drones are compared to our Navy ships to get into engagement areas, there's too much, we're spread out too thin. So this third front is going to stretch us out even more. And it's going to screw up supply chain, and prices are going to go up. And this third front isn't going anywhere. The Yemenis are pretty much super fundamentalistic. They really just don't care. Canadian Prepper always talks about how they're honey badgers, that they just don't care. And as the Arab world, which the Muslim world, which numbers 2.1 billion, solidifies against Israel over what's happening in Gaza, right or wrong, this third front's going to have more active participants firing off Somalia, Sudan, even Egypt, Yemen, and then of course Iran. So this is the third front that's opened as the war unfolds. So Ukraine and Russia still going on. We have basically all our tanks are stationed in Poland, Lithuania, and Romania. The carrier groups that are aiding Israel against Syria, Lebanon, Iran. That's what that bulwark up there isn't. It isn't to help Israel against Hamas. It's for Hezbollah and all that. So I expect Turkey to leave NATO and flip within a few months. And this front's going to continually, you're going to see more and more missile attacks and more ships being seized. And then eventually North Korea and China will be the fourth and fifth front. And when China finally moves against Taiwan, I think that's when the missiles are going to start flying all over the place. The big boom boom boys. Okay, thank you. I'm out.